Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091 and welcome back to Let's Play Super Danganronpa 2. Last time we left off, we concluded the investigation regarding Togami's murder, and now we are prepared to start our very first class trial for this game. To be honest, I am very nervous because I have a feeling this is going to be quite difficult considering the gap I have here because, you know, it's in Japanese, and even using the guide to help me along, I may be kind of slow trying to get this and get everything going, but, you know, whatever. So, first off, let me just explain what's going on here. In the bottom, you know how to always have like the scrolling text saying what's happening. If you guys want to know, it says that Togami has been killed. A bright holiday abruptly darkened by mutual killing. Is the culprit really, is the culprit really among us, or perhaps is it an outsider? A super high school level school trial begins right now. And regarding the options that we have here, we can set our skills, which we don't have yet, but we will get very shortly. Here we can go through our handbook and look at our bullets, our evidence bullets, and we can purchase skills. And here we can change the difficulty of the game. So, before we do anything, let's go ahead and try getting some skills. And to do so, you go to your handbook and you go to your report card, and now you'll see that there's a section or a slot for Usami. Once you go there, this is where you can buy shards. Excuse me. And apparently there's two different types of like skills. These skills are ones you can just generally buy, and then there are certain skills or special skills that only can become available once you obtain every single hope shard from a character. So that means you have to go complete their free time arc. I don't know if I'm ever gonna do that, but you know, hey, we'll see what's up. So now, and I tried for the best of me trying to find like a translated skill guide for this game. I was not having any luck. I feel ashamed that I cannot find one. So at this point, I'm just kind of getting what the guide says, what they got, and apparently they bought two things, and that would be charisma, which I believe it recovers damage when you answer multiple questions correctly. So let me go ahead and grab this. Skill get. And as you can see, the numbers on the right, the top number is the hope shards you have, and the skills and the shards on the right is how much they are. So that's charisma, and this is calm composure, I believe, or maybe I'm flipping those two, but calm composure reduces the shakiness of the scope, so that's really useful. And as you can see, I still have 9 more, and apparently this person says they got a third skill. However, it's not really showing what the skill's called, or I mean, it shows what the English word for it, but even if I translated it like Google Translate, I really can't find a correct like spelling of the word in a sense. So I'm kind of taking a guess on what skill they bought, and I'm just going to say it kind of looks similar to this, maybe, so I'm using this. And I know I still have 5 more shards, but, you know, screw it. And now that we have those, we can go to our set skills, and you can see here... Oh, hold on a minute, where the hell? Okay, so we have these two. And you notice how this is SP8 and SP4, that's how much SP it takes to... well, use a skill. And I guess depending on our level, the levels we've been gaining from talking to people and talking, or like walking around, that determines our skill points. So, there you go. Do I have enough to even use it? I guess I just do. Alright, and I guess that is it. Let us continue, or let's begin our first class trial. Before we begin, let me explain the rules of the school trial in simple terms. Your task is to reason out the identity of the culprit and to vote on who to accuse. Should you actually identify the culprit, then they alone shall be punished. If you vote for the wrong person, then everyone except the culprit shall be punished, and the culprit shall be given permission to leave the island. Now, why the hell is Usami or Monami hanging like that? Those rules are too cool. Before we begin, there's one thing I want to confirm. Is the culprit really one of us? Of course they are! A murderous culprit is definitely one of you. It truly is a sad tale, isn't it? By the way, the school trial is 100% fair and square, so please relax. After Monami, favoritism and injustice are things I hate the most. You really hate me that much? Well then, let's begin. You say we should begin, but what exactly are we supposed to do? How about we quit fussing around and just decide with our fists? You even listen to the rules? That moron Togami was killed in the big hall, wasn't he? In that case, the people in there with him are the most suspicious ones. Sure. All you want to say is that you're not the culprit, right? Of course. It's you who started this mutual killing business. It's nothing to do with me. Huh? What the? Anyway, how about we discuss the most interesting fact first? What do you mean, most interesting fact? The location of the body. It's strange that we found it under the table. So, shall we begin with that mystery? The reason Togami's body was under a table in the big hall. We'll start there, but it must lead us to discover who killed Togami. Because, well, if it can't... No, it's no use thinking of what might not have happened. All I know is that we have to solve this mystery now. Alright, so we're getting a new tutorial here, and I think we all should be familiar with this if I think I know what's coming up here. At long last, a long-awaited trial has begun. I realize this may be somewhat inconvenient, but please allow me to explain some key points in a simple tutorial. As the school trial progresses, you will frequently find yourself engaged in non-stop discussion. During non-stop discussion, your classmates will testify continuously, one after another. Your task is to discover the lies and inconsistencies hidden in these testimonies, and use the evidence bullets you have gathered to shoot them down. A few evidence bullets relevant to the topic at hand will be picked, and loaded into your evidence bullet cylinder. You may use the analog pad to move the scope and a triangle button to shoot. Pay careful attention to characters' testimonies, choose the correct evidence bullet, aim, and shoot. Incidentally, if the time limit is reached, the game will end in failure, so please be careful. You can press the start button at any time to give an explanation. The rest is up to you. We wish you luck. I wish myself luck too, because I'm nervous. So our very first thing here. So apparently we have the gaps in the floor, a knife, and blood around the table. Alright then. How did Togami's body end up under that table? It was the table set deepest inside the hall, and he was under it. Well, maybe after a culprit killed Togami, they moved the body over there? Eh? But why would they do that? They wanted to hide the body, of course. That way, it would take some time before we find it. How? They're just like a dog who made a mess. Huh? Something was strange about that testimony. It doesn't fit quite right with what I know. And that's true. So, and I'm about to sneeze. Oops. The headphone came off and everything. So let me switch my evidence thing, or my bullets, or my evidence bullets, and it's a simple one. He says that they... Oh crap, I totally messed that one. How do I fast forward? There we go. There you go. Boom. That was a little iffy there. But essentially he said that they moved the body over there, but how's that possible when there was blood around the thing? So there you go. Don't you think it's odd to suggest that the body was moved? Huh? Why? I want to try to understand the state of things under the table when we found the body. There was a large amount of blood there, but no blood trails that would suggest the body had moved. So it's impossible if the culprit moved the body. I see. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, I was so sure I was onto something there. So you're an idiot as well as unattractive and bland. Is there any reason for you to go on living? I'm the type of guy who thrives on praise. But if the culprit didn't carry it there, then why was the body under the table? That was probably the place he was killed. What? Are you saying the murder took place under a table? Togami crawled under a table for some odd reason, and that's where the culprit got to him. And that's the reason his body was left there. It makes sense, doesn't it? That does make sense, but what was Togami doing hiding under a table in the first place? He must have wanted to jump on and surprise us all. He sure was a joker, that Togami. What? No, he wasn't. You been paying attention at all? Maybe he panicked when the lights went out and went under the table to hide. This is not an earthquake. There's no reason to hit the floor when the powers go out. The reason must be connected to Togami's actions during the party, doesn't it? The reason Togami was crawling under the table, it was connected to what he did during the party. It must be... Well, actually, now this makes sense now. But of course, the game, the guide is telling me what the correct answers are. But now you kind of think about it, it does make sense. What happens if he found another item during the dark? Maybe that's why he was trying. Maybe he was trying to grab the knife. So there you go. Oh, here I go again trying. Oh, I have to press triangle. Oh, there you go. And that says this proves it. It must be something to do with the knife that we found under the table. Oh, I forgot that his arm was kind of reaching forward, so maybe that's all it was about. By knife, do you mean that thing that makes you want to scream? That's the murder weapon? Oh, well, Togami probably noticed that there was a hidden knife there, so he crawled under the table on purpose in order to retrieve it. Togami was indeed sensitive to dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility, but how was it that he became aware of a knife hidden under a table? He couldn't have known it before. If he had, he had done something earlier. Well, in that case, what if he didn't know about it ahead of time, but noticed it for the first time right there and then? For example, if he saw someone going under a table in order to retrieve the hidden knife. No, that's impossible. Oh, you sound extremely confident. Of course, the facts support my claim. Boop, boop, boop. This is getting exciting. Ew, I think we're getting another. Yep, I don't know what the hell this is. In the previous discussion, we present only a single weak point, but from now on, there will be several weak points standing in your way. Well, crap. We knew that was bound to happen, but hey. Nevertheless, the weak points may be many, but only one indicates an inconsistency. In other words, the rest are false weak points. No matter how much you shoot the false weak points, they will never shatter. Furthermore, doing so will deplete your confidence and deal damage to your expression meter. Should the expression meter reach 0, the game will end in failure, so please be careful. Please reason out which of the weak points is a true inconsistency. If you wish, you can press the R button to enter concentration mode and slow down the flow of the discussion. If you feel your aim is failing because things are going too fast, it can be a great help. However, concentration mode depletes your concentration meter, so don't overuse it. The rest is up to you. I wish you luck. So yeah, that's basically all the same thing that we've encountered in the first game. So we have the air conditioner timer, night vision goggles, knife, the blood around the table, and gaps in the floor. Holy crap, that's a lot for just the first thing. Whatever. Togami crawled under the table. It was right in the middle of the power outage. Well, that much is beyond doubt. Well, and that means that while the lights were out, Mr. Porkfeet saw the culprit going for the knife? It was pitch black during that blackout. It was so dark that I couldn't even see the food in front of me. No one could see anything, and that includes Togami. It is simple. It is impossible for him to have seen the culprit. It is true. The blackouts would make it very difficult to get under a table, but... Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, she is right. However, now I gotta figure out which one is the, I think this is what I need. This is a correct evidence bullet. Look, I could be totally wrong here. Let me take a look at the other ones. I don't know. I think it should be this. So this should be the night vision goggles, right? And she says that he possibly couldn't have made them because he couldn't see. However, nope. Totally messed that one up. Sorry. There you go. I'm already making mistakes. Yay. Okay, I gotta take a look at the characters and make sure, like, in terms of... You know what? No, that's beyond doubt. Hold on a minute. Damn it! No, I'm. See, this is the issue here. It's like I don't know if I'm using the wrong stuff or not. Is this the night vision goggle? Nope. Damn it! Night vision goggles. It should be a longer thing. See, this is what I was afraid of during the class trials. Okay, wait. Never mind. This is it. I'm trying to take a look at the images on the guide and then what I'm doing here. And for whatever reason, I'm getting a little bit more mixed up. Ah, alright. And during that time, he says, "You've got it wrong!" No, Togami could see what was going on. And why was he the only one who could see? There was a set of night vision goggles under a table. Togami used them. He would be able to see during a blackout. So, are you saying that it was Togami who used the goggles? Well, yeah, it appears so. That reasoning is flawed. What the hell? Oh, hold on a minute. What the hell's going on in the game? No, that's clearly wrong, isn't it? It's obviously just the opposite. The opposite? I mean, it's obvious it was the culprit, not Togami, who used those goggles. Whoa. She kind of did a thing where I contradict somebody, but apparently they contradicted me? Oh, this game just got... I think a game got a little bit more interesting, but now I feel like it got a little bit harder. Are you surprised at Koizumi's sudden counter-argument? Well, actually, yes, I am. Just between you and me, I am too. Well, that was a lie. I offer my sincere apologies. Well then, when such a counter-argument occurs, we proceed to a one-on-one discussion mode called Counter-Argument Showdown. The goal in this mode is to slash back at your opponent's arguments, draw out a weak point, and destroy it. Please use the arrow buttons to slash back at your opponent's arguments. The trick is slashing horizontally, vertically, and diagonally according to the shape and movement of the argument you are attacking. By doing so, you can gain dominance over the discussion's mood. On the other hand, if you ignore your opponent's arguments, they will gain dominance. On the bottom right hand of the screen, a number representing your counter slash's sharpness is displayed. And I think that's what one of my skills does. It kind of like makes the sharpness higher, I guess. The number represents the number of slashes that are available to you in each cycle of the discussion. The number decreases even if your slash doesn't reach its target, so please be careful. When you are able to gain dominance over a discussion, your opponent will change their argument's content. That means this discussion is progressing. When that happens, a weak point may creep into the argument. That said, our argument containing a weak point must not be slashed at regularly. If you do so, your opponent will regain dominance over the discussion, and greatly so. Weak points should be destroyed with a triangle button, much like in a regular discussion. Nothing but the correct evidence blade will manage to slash through the argument, of course. You don't know what an evidence blade is? I offer my sincerest apologies for not explaining it earlier. Following the tutorial, I'll accept a long vacation as punishment. In this mode, evidence bullets are now called evidence blades. I guess for the hell of it. That is all there is to it. Their content and workings do not change. It's simply a name. I thought it seemed appropriate to set the mood. Do you not agree? During counter-argument showdown, you can press the start bar to view an explanation of controls. The rest is up to you. I wish you luck. So, I got to use my directional pads to break the things? Huh. Well, see, I'm gonna try this out, and then and afterwards, I guess I'll stop the episode. So let's try this out. It's a new mode. So we got new evidence blades here. We got irons at the storage room, the knife in a case. So you think about it rationally. Cut. I've been kind of culprit who uses night vision goggles. I'm telling you that much should be obvious. And now it says development. What's your evidence it was the culprit who used them? I mean, wearing those goggles, it was the only one. It was only someone can't read this. I'm sure that that's what really happened. Anyway, in order to do that, it was the culprit who brought those goggles to the scene. Okay, so okay, I know I'm trying to rush, and it's just because I'm trying to read it and make sure I can cut it before anything happens. So I apologize if I'm mumbling and doing whatever. I'm just getting flabbergasted here. So apparently, and I did not slash at that weak point because they said if I do, then they will gain dominance over the counter argument. And I guess representing the dominance is like kind of like how it's shifting from left to right. How Hinata has more of the screen and then Koizumi. I think that's what it means. So he says, I saw a hole in your argument. It was Togami who brought those goggles into the lodge. If I can prove that with evidence, I can destroy Koizumi's argument easily. Okay, so I gotta choose the case. Oh crap! I still gotta break up stuff, don't I? Which one is the case? Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oh god. So I probably got, yep, I got hit there. No, 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 damn. No, it's, okay, it's this one. So cut that. I saw it. Damn it, game. It's getting a little bit frustrating to do. Come on. Okay, so it's starting all over again, so, okay. So cut this, cut that, cut this. I should have waited there. Boom. Boom, there you go. Alright. So at that weak point, you want to use the triangle or the Evans blade to break through the counter argument. Oh boy, this is confusing. Well, not confusing, it's just, this is frustrating with this being all in Japanese. But I promise, guys, I'll do a little bit better. At least I hope so. So, how about for right now, we'll call it an episode, and because I gotta get my bearings straight a little bit more here. I mean, I just received I just got a comment right now, one of my videos, saying, you know, Pharaoh, could you possibly make the videos or make the trials one long video? And it's like, the issue I have with that is, one, it would be very long. The video would be really long, and I like having my videos in parts because it's like easier to view, in my opinion, you know. In my opinion, and from previous experience, if I uploaded like a very long episode, most people will not want to watch the entire thing, so that's why I kind of break it up. And also because I'm bound to run into issues in these class trials like I already have right now, and this is the first one. I'm just thinking that things are going to be very bad for me in the future regarding these trials, so I kind of need to break it up so I can, you know, get my bearings again and see what the hell's going on. So that's that. But this is very interesting, though. I'm enjoying myself. I like the new gameplay aspects, even though I'm still, you know, it's getting used to, but I'll be okay. So this is fun, actually, and I hope you guys are having fun too. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Super Danganronpa 2. I'll see you guys later.